Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel APM Guide. As a part of our series that is how to start APM server programmatically. Okay, we can achieve this thing in three different ways. So already we have seen two different approaches. Okay, we have one more approach that is starting the APM server programmatically by using two classes, that is APM Service Builder and AppiumDriverLocalService classes. Okay, by using these classes we can start APM server programmatically. Okay, here I will discuss detailed step by step, okay, methods of both classes. Okay, it may be key methods and optional methods under these classes, so that we can understand what exactly usage of these methods and how we can able to use these methods in our code. Okay, so I have divided this topic in three different topics here. Okay, so if we see this notepad, I had divided this topic into three different topics here. Okay, the first one is configure APM server instance with the APM server builder class. Okay, here we discuss 5 key points. What is APM server service builder class? Okay, and what are the important methods under this class, and what are the optional methods under this class? And one more important thing is what is the use of option called general general server flag. So what is the use of this general server flag? And troubleshooting with respect to general server flag. Okay, so we discuss about these 5 points under the APM service builder class, and we move to second topic, managing the APM server with APM driver local service class. Okay, so what exactly this APM driver local service and what are the commonly used methods in this class? Okay, and third topic we discuss about starting the APM server programmatically, that is start the service with default settings, start service with custom setting using APM service builder. So I have divided this video in three topics here. So all these topics we cover in this video. Okay, so we can understand at the end of the video, we can understand how we had to use these classes and the respective methods to achieve our goal here. So before discussing about any class here, I can simply say that by using these classes we can start programmatically, right? Okay, so how exactly these two classes works? These two classes works together as a team. Okay, and if you see here, this APM service builder, okay, do complete all the works, means it will do configurations, it will build the service, everything it will do. Okay, means the APM service builder class works very hard. Okay, and at the end APM driver local service class comes into picture. Okay, and it do a ribbon cutting, that's it. Okay, so everything is done by the APM service builder class. It will do all the configurations, everything is done by the APM service builder class, and it concern methods. Okay, and at the end APM driver local service class comes into the picture and it does this ribbon cutting. Okay, it just comes, start, stop and check the service is running or not. Okay, this is how these two classes works. Okay, by end of this video you can understand why I said this thing. Okay, so we continue our video here, and I have written a article on this classes. Okay, we'll go through this one. Okay, I will explain through this article here. So what exactly first topic is, okay, so what is the APM service builder class all about? Okay, see this class, APM service builder class is a part of APM Java client and is used to configure the APM server instance. Okay, what exactly do? It customizes the service server IP address, port, log, file location and base path and environment variables and more. Okay, so this is one thing. And next is the setting the Appium arguments, running the Appium as a background process. Okay, these three it is done by the Appium service builder. Okay, we'll see how exactly we can do it here. So we'll open the Eclipse here and we'll create a, under the start Appium server package, we'll create a class. So name this class as start server by using classes. Okay, so previously we have named the class start server by using cmd, start server by using main.js. Okay, that is a two approaches. This third approach we are using with the classes, so I named this class as start server by using classes. Click on finish. So class is ready. Now we have to write two methods here. So one thing, what exactly we are doing? We have to start the server. We need to stop the server. So we'll create two methods here. Public static void start server. Okay, and one more method is public static void stop server. So we need to write the code for start the server and stop the server here. Okay, so we created the two methods here. So first we need to start the server here. So here we need to use the first class here is the Appium service builder. So we need to create an instance of this Appium service builder and name and create a variable called builder is equal to new Appium service builder. Okay, done. So we have created an instance of the Appium service builder class here. So now we have to go through the what next step is the, so we gone through what exactly the Appium service builder class. Now second is the important methods under this class. What are the important methods under this class? So we'll go to the medium. Okay, here we have these are the important methods under the Appium service builder class. The first one is with AppiumJS, with IP address, using port, with log file, with argument, with capabilities. So all these methods will go through step by step and we understand the importance also. Okay, we'll go back to the Eclipse here. The first is dot okay, the first method is the using driver executable. Okay, what is the use of this using driver executable here? Okay, here we need to give the path of node.exe here. Okay, so new file. Okay, here I need to provide the path of the node.exe. See how exactly this works. Okay, see this will open in the background. Okay, it will open the node.exe and it will open the Appium server GUI which runs in the headless mode. Okay, when you run this code, it will open the Appium server GUI in a headless mode. This is how exactly this works. Okay, now we need to provide the node.exe here. So where exactly you can find the node.exe? So we need to provide the path here. So we'll go to the C drive. Okay, in the C drive we have program files. Here we have the node.js and this is a node.exe. So we have to copy this path and paste it here. This is the first step here. And we need to provide node.exe here. So here what we are doing, In this step, we are using the method called using driver executable, and we are launching the node.exe. Okay, so as you know, right, when you are working with Appium server, it works along with the node.exe. The first step is to open the node.exe. Okay, this all works in the background. That's why I told this class. See here, I explained that running Appium has a background process. Okay, it runs in a headless mode. So come back to our Eclipse. The first method, it is done. Okay, what is the second method? See, we have opened the node.exe. Now we have to open Appium. So we have to use the other method called, see, yeah, with AppiumJS. Okay, we have to use this method AppiumJS. So what exactly this method used for? See, this with AppiumJS, set the path of main.js, that is a Appium script file. Okay, we need to provide that one. So we'll copy this one, and here what I will do, I'll comment here. Okay, now I need to provide the path of the main.js. Okay, go back here. So where exactly you can find this one? So you go to the C drive. Sorry, you go to C drive, and in the C drive we have the users. Under users, select the user which are using. Okay, and we have the app data. If it is hidden, make it unhide. Roaming. Under roaming we have npm. npm we have node underscore modules, and here we have appium build lib. Here we have the main.js. So this path we need to provide here, main.js. Where it is, main.js. Yeah, this one we need to provide. So copy the path, and provide the path here. Okay, it is like new file. So paste the path, and I need to provide the main.js. Okay, it is set the path of main.js, that is the Appium script file. Okay, this is the use of this particular method. So what is the next method here? Okay, I think we remove this one here. Okay, we remove this one. Okay, now so we have opened the node.exe. Now we have the path for main.js. Now what is the next step? So normally when you use the command prompt, right, we open the command prompt for Appium. Okay, after Appium we need to provide the address. So next is address dot, just a minute here, just a minute. Okay, import file here. Okay, now dot, next is address. See which one you need to select here. So not port, see with IP address, we need to select the method called with IP address. Okay, what exactly the method uses? Okay, if you go back to a medium here, see with IP address, set the specific IP address of the server. Okay, example this one, right? So we need to set the IP address. So go back here, just in double quotation, 127.0.0.1. That's it. We provide the IP address. Okay. Next is a port. Simple. Here we have two methods for specifying port here. Okay. The first method is with, just a minute, using port. Okay. We have method called using port here. Okay. We need to provide 4723. Okay. We can provide like this. Okay. Or see if we have specified for, just a minute. Okay. Here it is missing. Yeah. Save. Okay, here I need to provide the, I have provided the port is 4723. Okay, I told we had two methods to specify port. Okay, one more method is dot use any free port. If you use this method, no need to specify the port. If you want to specify the specific port number, we can use the method called using port. Okay, and specify the port number here. If you want to use, if you want not to specify any port number, okay, and if you want to use any port, is just use a method called using any free port. So for mentioning the specific port here, we have two methods, that is the using port and using any free port here. So we have seen how to use these two. So I want to use only the using port here. Okay, now we have specified the node.exe path, main.js path, address and port here. Okay, and next method we discuss is with timeout. Okay, next is with timeout. What is use of this method? With timeout. Okay, see, this configures the timeout waiting for driver server to start. Means we are specifying the timeout so that our Appium server starts. Okay, so this is the use of this one with timeout. Okay, so I say 50,000 milliseconds. This is 50 seconds. I am giving the 50 seconds. Okay, timeout I am giving to start the Appium server here. So this is the use of with timeout here. So okay, by using with timeout, so here we have this one which comes in optional. Okay, define the server startup timeout. Okay, we have to give this timeout. So I am giving the 50 seconds here. Okay, and now the next method we are going to discuss is just a minute, it says int here. Okay, I had used like this duration dot of millis, so I had to give 50 seconds here. Okay, done. Now next method, okay, you had used with timeout duration of millis. Okay, I have given the 50,000 milliseconds. There is a 50 seconds here. Okay, and next one is see, the next one we are going to discuss is the with log file. So what are the use of this method with log file? See, if you go to here, it says, see, with log file, the use of this method, it defines the path of the Appium server log. Okay, so whatever the logs is generated during the execution, I want to save these logs in a specific file. Okay, here I can specify the file name here. Okay, so I want to save this log in the text file. Okay, so here I need to mention here. Okay, see, I will save this log file. So I had to use new file. Okay, and save this path as Appium. Okay, Appium server underscore logs. Okay, so I am saving logs.txt. So in notepad I am saving this one. Okay, so under the name called Appium server underscore logs.txt, I am saving the logs which is generated during the execution here. Okay, this is the use of with log file. Okay, now we are discussing this method with log file here. The next one we are doing discuss is the with environment here. So what's the use of with environment? With environment method. Okay, with environment method, here I can specify the environment, that is the Java underscore home, Appium underscore home. That environment specifications I can specify here, which is a type of map string comma string. So how we can able to specify here? So already I have created a sample code here. So this is the way you can specify the environment. Okay, so you can see here Android underscore home, Java underscore home. So this path I can specify under the when you are launching the Appium server. Okay, this is option also available under this class. So copy this one and paste it here. I specified here. So this variable I need to give here. So we can specify this environment specifications also you can specify here. Okay, here it says, see, with environment. Okay, customize the environment variables. I can specify the environment variables also. Okay, and it comes in the optional method. Okay, and next one is the, so we discuss all the methods here. Okay, with capabilities, we see with capabilities. So what exactly this thing? Okay, with capabilities, how we can able to use this capability method here. Okay, by using this with capability method, add desired capability to the server session. Okay, this is optional. See, I want to, okay, specify some additional desired capability at the session level itself. Means at creation of the Appium server itself, I need to add some capabilities. I can do by using this with capability method. Okay, how we can specify here? So already I can create a code for that one. So this is how we can specify here. So copy this one and paste it here. Okay, this is a additional desired capability, and this caps we need to here. This variable I have to provide here. So during the server start itself, we are specifying the some capabilities here. Okay, so you can specify like this also. So we can use this with capability method like this. Okay, so next one is so we have gone through it, and next one is with, say, with, just a minute. Okay, yeah, I need to import this one. Yeah, now if I say dot, save it, caps here. Okay, map. Okay, I have to import this one. Enter dot. Okay, so we have discussed using any report. This one we discuss, this method also we discuss AppiumJS with argument. So we need to discuss capabilities, yes, with environment, IP address, log file. So next one is the with log output. With log output. So how we can able to use this method? With log output. Okay, with log output. What's the use of this one? See here. Okay, here it is, I not mentioned here. Okay, so what's the use of this method here? Okay, we can able to print the log. Okay, wherever you want. Okay, I want to print the Appium logs and the console. So I had used system dot out. Okay, means by using with log output, I am printing the logs under the Eclipse console here. So this is a use of this method with log output. Okay, and then next is the important method, that is the with argument. So we have discussed all these methods here. Okay, the next one method is the with argument. This is very important. Okay, this is very important with argument method. So how exactly we can use here? So here we discuss about the, say, important methods, optional methods. So with argument methods, we can use this general server flag. This is very important one. So general server flag options. What exactly this general server flag? Okay, see this general server flag is enum. It used to pass additional CLI options flags to the Appium server. See, when you run the Appium server manually, okay, I'll show you. So Appium, I need to enable the plugin. How we can do it? Double hyphen use hyphen plugin equal to images. So this is how we can be able to use, right? So I want to specific plugins to be configured. Okay, explicitly I need to start the Appium server with this plugin. Okay, or ADB plugin. So like this, how I can able to start. Here I can start by using command prompt here. That this is a CLI. Okay, so means I are starting the APM server from the command prompt, and we are providing this thing. Okay, this is argument to start the desired plugin. So this is the plugin. Okay, this is argument, and this is the name of the plugin here. Okay, same thing I want to specify in our code. How I can be able to do it? By using with argument. With argument, general server flag. Okay, by using these options I can replicate the same thing in our code here. Okay, so go back here and we see how many types we have. See, go here, see, we have a list of common flags. Okay, so these are list of common flags. Okay, here the first one what I will do, see, this is a -- session override. See what exactly use of this argument here? Kills the existing sessions. So I want to specify this thing in our code. How I will do it? With argument. Okay, here it comes to with argument. Here I use general. Okay. Okay. General server flag. Okay. This is enum dot. Here it list of the flags here. So here I need to select the session override. See, that's it. Session override. Okay, session override I am mentioning here. Okay, and next is the next one with argument. So we have used this one, right? I had to use this one. We had two. Okay, we had two types here. So with argument, with one parameter we have the argument here, server argument, and with same method overloaded with the server argument and string value here. How we have to specify here? Okay, we say general. Just a minute. Just a minute here, I need to specify this one. Dot. Okay, here I had to use a plugin. Okay, here I say use plugin. Okay, so here which plugin I want to explicitly start with the APM server with the plugin. So I had to give images. So this is how we can able to configure the plugin also by using with argument general server flag here. Okay, which is overloaded with the different number of parameters here. So this is one, we are using one parameter here, here using two parameters here. Okay, and we have provided the value here. Okay, next we have seen this one, capability environment we have seen. See here I want to use one more general server flag, that is with the logs. Okay, so with argument. Okay, here I use general, and here I want to use the log level. I want to mention log level here. Okay, log level, and I want to use as a info. So value I need to provide here. Okay, so what is it? Yeah, hash map, you will import this hash map also. Yeah, so here you see we have used almost 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11. So almost we have used 11 methods with this under this APM server builder. Okay, all this method we discussed, right? So using driver executable we can start the node.exe. So we need to provide the path of the node.exe. With APM.js we had to mention the path of main.js. So IP address I have provided with port. So under port we have two methods. Using port, we have to specify the port number, or we can use the using any free port. Okay, here no need to mention the port number. With timeout, so we are specifying these 50 seconds to start the Appium server. Okay, and with log file, we are saving the logs. Okay, and under this file, that is a Appium server underscore logs.txt. So all the logs will store here. Okay, if you want to specify the environment variables, we can specify the environment variables by using with environment. With the capabilities, I want to start the Appium server with the capabilities here. I can start the with using capability method. Okay, we can create the capability here and can store this variable here. And I want to print the output. Okay, here I am printing in the console system.out. Okay, we are using a method called with log output, and with argument I specify in the general server flag with the plugin here. So I am using a plugin here. Okay, so here I am using log level info. So these all methods I am going to use here. Okay, so but I not want to use this one as of now, but I am just want to demonstrate how to use these methods here. Okay, so I want to use node.exe. Yes, this is there. Yes, this is there. Yeah, I want all these methods. Okay, because I not want to use this because I not configured properly here. If it needed, you can configure it. Okay, if it needed only. Okay, and I want to comment this one also, this particular section. Okay, just I want to show that we can configure the capabilities and environment in our start server under this Appium server builder class only. Okay, we have methods for configure that one also under this class. So the first one we are done with it. The first topic here. So we have done with all these 5 topics here, the 5 points here. The next topic is managing the Appium server with AppiumDriverLocalService. So here in these 5 points we have configured. See, we have configured all the things here. Okay, so what is address, what is a port, what is a timeout, log file, everything we have configured here. Okay, next is the Appium driver local service class. So what are use of this Appium driver local service? Okay, so troubleshooting also. See, troubleshooting is a business troubleshooting. So make sure that when you are providing this thing, right, we have to ensure that we have to give proper info. Okay, if we see have any spelling mistakes, or we have to give proper name of that one. If anything is a failure here, see it says incorrect unsupported flags. Okay, may cause server failure. Suppose here I am using images here, but this plugin is not installed, then it is definitely going to fail because images plugin is not installed. So make sure that all these things should be configured properly here. Okay, and any spelling mistakes, see, instead of info I give information, then it not work because proper value I need to provide here. Okay, it's info only, that's it. Okay, or debug, we have one more is a debug. Okay, so we need to take care of that regarding the name and the value, the key and value here. Okay, we not give the proper, we should give the proper key and the value. Okay, that's the thing we need to take care of this one. Okay, and one more thing, I forgot one more thing here. Okay, here I can specify the configuration file also. Okay, here I forgot one more. This is very important one. Sorry, I forgot. With argument here, with argument. Okay, I use this method here with argument, server argument string value here. So I want to specify the configuration file. See, how do you know, right? Configuration file we have here. I have configuration file. This is the best way to start the Appium server. So these all I have mentioned here. Okay, instead of providing all these values individually, here just mention in the configuration file and provide here. So just mention all the things here and provide in the configuration file. That's it. So here you go. Okay, I want to provide this configuration path, file path also. How we can able to use this is important one. This general. That's why I told this, why it did not come here? The general server flag. This is very important thing here. Comes with the argument here. Dot, okay, configurations file. See, say configuration file. Select this one. Okay, general server flag dot. We need to select this particular value here, and we need to provide the path here. So path of the capability JSON here. So I say path to the caps.json. So here I need to specify the path of the configuration file. So this is how we can configure the configuration path here. Okay, but I am not going to use this one. Okay, till here only I will use it here. Okay, just to show how exactly we can configure the configured path under with argument method. Okay, with argument method, all this configuration we can do it. That's why it is very important method here. Okay, so till now we have seen the important methods under the Appium server builder. Now we switch to the Appium driver local service class. What's the use of that one? Okay, see, we go to our notepad here. See, what's the use of this Appium driver local service? Managing the Appium server with the Appium driver local service. See here in first topic with the class Appium server builder, we have configured it. We have done all the configuration which is required to run the Appium server. Okay, here we are managing the Appium server. Managing what? Start, stop, check is running or not. That's why I told this class which works very hard. This class comes at the end and just do the ribbon cutting. That's it. Okay, so we'll see how exactly. You go to the medium here. See, the Appium driver local service is a main server class used to start, stop and manage the life cycle of the Appium server based upon the configuration set via AppiumServiceBuilder. Okay, here we have the commonly used and important methods is start, stop, is URL and get is running, get URL. These four, and build default service, build service. Okay, we need to provide the variable here. This is all these 6 methods we are going to discuss. These all 6 are very important methods and commonly used method under this class. Okay, we'll see what exactly use of this method here. Okay, go back to our Eclipse, and here we need to create a instance here. So I say here I'll create Appium driver local service. Okay, and we create a variable service. Okay, and it is the private modifier, private static. Okay, so we have created an instance here, variable here for Appium driver local service here. So come back here. Now the next step is the service dot service just a minute. Okay, submit. So sorry, not service equal to, okay, Appium driver local service. Okay, we need to use like this dot. See, here we have 2 methods. That is a build default service, build service, and we need to provide the instance of the Appium server service builder here. So what's the use of these 2 methods? We say step by step here. Okay, this is one, and next is the service equal to Appium driver local service dot build service and builder you need to provide here. What is the difference between these two? Okay, now we understand what's the use of this build default service and build service here. Okay, these two methods we understand. If you go through this one, medium, okay, you see here, starting the Appium server programmatically, if you use this build default service, okay, what exactly do? It will start the Appium server with default settings. Okay, see how exactly works. Let's see if I open command prompt here. If I say Appium, so I not mention anything here. Just click on enter. This is the default Appium server. We are not mentioning any plugin or we are not mentioning any address or port, anything here. So it is defaultly we are starting the Appium server. Suppose I want to configure the Appium server with list of arguments. Okay, then let's close this one. Okay, then I need to use this method called build service and I need to provide all the configuration which we have used here, right? Builder, under builder I need to provide here. So it will start, first line, this will start, say start Appium server with default settings, or G for configuration, we have to say use configuration. Configuration. Okay, just use this default configuration. Just a minute. Okay, this line, that is by using the build default service method, we are starting the Appium server with default configuration. This is equal to the command prompt, open command one, type Appium. That's it. We are not providing any argument here. But this, suppose you want to specify the argument, we have to use the method called build service and we need to provide the instance of this Appium server builder where we have configured all the Appium server settings here. We have done the Appium server settings, all these settings we are done here. Okay, configuration, we say configuration is done here. Okay, so we need to pass this thing variable here. Okay, this is start Appium server with set of configuration, set of configuration using Appium service builder. Okay, so by using this thing we are configuring all the settings here. Okay, this is the use of this method. Okay, these two methods here. Okay, and now so we have discussed about we have just discussed about this, what exactly is the Appium server log is, and we have discussed this thing here. So we need to discuss about the commonly used methods here. Okay, so here we come back. Okay, here. Okay, here I need to start the okay, here I configured here. Now the important path comes into picture. I had to start service dot start. Okay, so I say, so we have the method called start. So what's the use of this method? Under the Appium driver local service, by using the start method we are starting the Appium server. Okay, and we have one more method, service stop. By using this method we are stopping the Appium server which is start programmatically. We have one more method, service is running. Okay, by using this method we are just confirming it that Appium server is running or not. Okay, it returns the boolean value service dot get URL. So we need to get the URL. Okay, so all these methods I want to use in our program. Okay, so step by step we will do it here. Okay, the here, so when I say service dot start, okay, here I want to use if condition. If service, I had to use this condition here. Okay, this is run, it check that Appium server is started or not. Okay, so I say sysout, I want to sysout, I want to print in the console. Okay, I mention as if it is true, service dot is running means it check the service is started or not. Okay, by using this one, see, once I start the Appium server, I wait for some time, dead.sleep I will give here. So I wait for the 10 seconds. Okay, then I'll check service is running or not. If it is true, it says I want to print Appium server started at, and here I want to print the URL here. So what I will do here, service dot get URL. So I will print the URL, that is the 127.0.0.1:4723 print here. Okay, because we are given the address and the port. Okay, it print this combination of address and port here. Okay, if it not started, so else. So I want to print here, I print failed to start Appium server. Okay, so by using this is running method, I am just confirming that Appium server is started or not. Okay, so here to check whether Appium server is started or not, that is by using is running method. Okay, done. So you have seen these two methods here. Okay, now done. So we have written the code for start the Appium server here. Okay, because looks very confusing because I am explaining each and every method here. Okay, so it will be confusing for you guys. Okay, but I want to cover all the methods and usage of these methods here. Okay, so we have used almost 10 methods, 11 methods under the Appium server builder, and all the methods under the Appium driver local service, that is the start, to start the Appium server, to check whether Appium is running or not, and we have used this build default service, okay, to start the Appium server with default configuration, and we have used the build service to start the Appium server with the configuration used configure under the Appium server builder. So I not want this one, just comment this one, I want to start the Appium server with this configuration. Okay, so either we had used this one or this one. Okay, now we need to stop the service, that is what, service dot stop method. I had to use this method here, so you need to write properly here, gracefully I need to stop. Okay, first what I will do, if service is not equal to, see, just a minute, so not equal to null, and so both conditions I need to pass, and service dot is running, Okay, so gracefully I am stopping this line is to gracefully stop the Appium server. Directly if you use this service dot stop, if it is running or not, we don't know. Okay, if it is running, if Appium server is running, then only stop it. Okay, so here I say I had use this one, service dot stop. Okay, here I want to print in console. This out. Here I say Appium server stopped. Okay, else this is out. Appium server was not running. Okay, not running. If it is running only, stop the serving. This is known as the graceful stop the Appium server. Okay, so here I say this method correspond to this method. Okay, this method used to stop the Appium server. The same thing, this is to stop the Appium server, and this method, okay, I just want to comment here, start the Appium server. Appium server. That's it. Okay, so we have created the code for the start server and stop server. Okay, so we have used the classes called AppiumServiceBuilder. Okay, and here we have used almost 11 methods. How we can able to use these 11 methods, which are important and optional methods, and we have discussed about each and every method and usage of these methods, and we have seen what's the use of this Appium server local service, Appium driver local service class, and its corresponding methods. That is the build default service, means it run the Appium server with default configuration, and one more method is a build service. We are configuring all the Appium server configuration. We are doing it and passing this variable here. And we have seen the start method. Okay, by using this start method, we are starting the Appium server. And we have one more method under this service is the is running, to check whether the Appium server is running or not. Okay, and we have one more method called get URL. So it will get the URL, means that is the combination of address, that is a 127.0.0.1:4723. So we exactly start the address and port, and we have one more method called stop. So all these 6 methods we have discussed, which are under the Appium driver local service. Okay, under this thing. So build default service, build server service, start, stop, is running, get URL. So retrieve the URL of the running server instance. Okay, we all this thing we done. Now go back here. So we just cross check our code. Okay, this is to stop. Okay, and this is to start. Okay, and here session override log use the plugin images, and I have given the log here. Okay, see here I am mentioning the port, so I have just commented this using any free port here with environment with capability, because I want to mention capability separately here. Okay, if you want to mention the capability under the Appium server default capabilities, you can mention like this also. So that's what demonstrate here. I am just created the code, sample code. Okay, so our starts server and stop server methods are ready. Okay, now go here. We'll select any script to run to demonstrate this one. So what I will do, I'll just go here and I select this one, tab demo w3s the mobile gesture. Okay, I use this code as a sample. Let's copy this one, paste under this package, and rename this class sample for start server demo 2. Okay, and rename the file itself. Rename the file. So demonstrate, right? We have created as a start server, stop server. I want to use this as a sample here. Okay, so where exactly we can use this start and stop server? Okay, so basically in your framework, when you are doing the setup, then we have to call this start server method, and at the tear down, okay, where we are doing the tear down setup, there tear down activity, there I need to call the stop server. But in this case I am starting the Appium server here. That is a before class annotation here, before defining the capabilities here. Okay, here I want to call here. Okay, what is our start server by using classes? Okay, we are using static, so class dot method start server. Okay, add throws to declaration. Okay, done. So here what we are doing, calling start server method to start Appium server. Okay, we are calling this one. Same, I want to print it also. And here we are defining the capabilities. See different capabilities here. Okay, and see we have started the Appium server under the before class annotation under the method called setup. But when you can use this one in your framework where exactly you are doing all the configuration before running the scripts. Okay, there we have to use this, call this method here. Okay, but in our case we are using the before class, under the before class here. Okay, so we have started the Appium server. Now we need to stop the Appium server. So we will stop the Appium server under the after class annotation in the tear down method. Okay, after driver quit, I need to call the stop Appium server. That is the start server by using classes dot start server, stop server. Okay, so we are calling this class and method here. Okay, done. Our code is ready. Almost is a big video here. So we are configured here. Just go through once. Okay, session override, plugin images, log level info, this is there. Now yes, this class also ready. Now we need to run this code. So everything is done, and we are running in the emulator here for API demos app here. Okay, so we have sample code. Just a minute. So we are not starting the Appium server manually. Directly we are starting the Appium server by using the classes called AppiumServiceBuilder and AppiumDriverLocalService here. Okay, done. Now go here. So we name this sample class to demonstrate this thing. So I named this sample for start server underscore demo 2. So click on right click, run as test engine test. So it is calling it yes, see, yes, so address 127.0. this one, log plugin images plugin I am using here, and we are giving the timeout, right? Yes, see, running exactly fine. So it has to open the API demos app and it has to perform some actions here. Yes, see, API demos app is opened. Click on views, click on controls. So I am printing the log in the console also. So our log is generated in the console and in the log file also. So exactly perfectly our code is working fine. Okay, see, all the logs are generated. Why these logs are generated? I am using this method here. See, this method. See, this method I have used. That is the with log output system.out. Here I am mentioning that print the log, okay, in the console. Okay, you see here address 127.0.0.1 log level info. See, log level I think info and session override. See, I have given the general server flag session override. Yes, and use plugins images. Got it? And you have opened this, and you will open this text file here to see if our logs are generated or not. See our text file. What is the name of text file here? Appium server logs. Appium server. Just we can refresh. Select this one. Just click here this one and click on refresh here. Yes, see, we have generated the Appium server logs. See, our logs are generated. Got it? So this is how we can able to use the classes. See, yeah, done. See, it says Appium server stopped also. Okay, and here you see here we are used. We are printing that one, right? We'll see. Yeah. Right. So we are printing. See here I am printing the classes, right? See here, Appium server started at. I want to get URL here, right? We'll check it here. We exactly here where it's printed. Yeah, see, Appium server started at get URL. See, by using get URL, I am getting the address with the port here. Okay, so you see here. Okay, this is one thing. And stop the Appium server stopped. So here we see. Wait, the Appium server stopped. Yeah, see, Appium server stopped. So we have started the Appium server there and we have stopped the Appium server here. So almost all methods we have covered here. Okay, so that's why it's a very lengthy video. Okay, so by using the Appium Service Builder class and Appium Driver Local Service class, we can able to run the Appium server programmatically. See, initially I told that Appium server service builder class works hard. It used to configure everything here, but Appium driver local service comes at the end and you do ribbon cutting. Why I told like this, that everything the configuration is done under this Appium service builder, but if you want to use this service, the Appium driver local service have the methods called start, stop, is running. Okay, so he has the control to start the Appium server, to stop the Appium server, and is to check whether the service is running or not. Okay, so without this class we cannot do anything with the Appium service builder, but Appium service builder class works hard with these methods. Okay, it will configure everything, but Appium driver local service have the control. It has the control to start the Appium server, stop the Appium server, to check the is our service is running or not. Okay, here we have two more methods: to run with the default service, to run with the configure Appium server with the configuration. Okay, this is all about how we can able to start Appium server with the methods called with the classes called AppiumServiceBuilder and AppiumDriverLocalService with its corresponding methods. Okay, if you like this video, please click on like button, subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching. I push this code to the GitHub, there you can get it here. Okay, so thanks for watching. Bye.